and welcome to Yoga with Amy. I'm so glad you are here with me today. Today we're going to be moving through a strong Vinyasa flow. So when you're ready, come and take a lying position on your mat. Finding what position best works for you. Maybe keeping your knees bent or straightening through the legs. See what feels good for you today. And then just taking a moment to relax into the mat. Softening, releasing, and relaxing here. Taking a moment to be aware of what you need to do today, or what you need to do after this class. And then releasing it, allowing yourself just to focus on this present moment. Coming through a full body scan, noticing how our bodies are feeling today. And noticing any aches or pains. Noticing where you're feeling really good in your body. And taking a moment to listen to our body, noticing what it needs today. Bringing our awareness to our breath, beginning to notice our inhale and our exhale. Beginning to notice the natural flow of air. And then beginning to deepen our breath, allowing our belly to rise with the inhale, drawing the belly button towards spine on the exhale. Inhaling, belly rise. Exhaling, belly button to spine. Deepening and lengthening our breath. And then we're going to incorporate a breath count. So we're going to inhale for a count of 6, pause for a count of 6, exhale for a count of 6, and pause for a count of 6. So when you're ready, exhaling all the air out of our lungs. And then we're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pausing at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pausing at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing this to your own count for 5 more rounds. And when you've completed your 5 rounds, coming back to your normal breath. Drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. Coming back to center, bringing our arms out into a T shape, bringing our feet as wide as the mat. Dropping our knees from side to side. Coming into very gentle spinal twists. Coming back to center, drawing knees in towards our chest. We're going to bring our hands to the mat, drawing our feet up towards the ceiling. Keeping our head on the mat to start with, we're going to come through scissors, so really engaging our core, drawing belly button to spine. Inhaling and exhaling, we're going to draw our right leg down towards the mat. Inhaling back up, exhaling left leg down. Inhaling up. Exhaling right leg down, keeping that core engaged, inhaling up. Exhaling left leg down, inhaling up. If you need to, you can bring your hands underneath your lower spine, just to give you a little bit of extra support, making sure that our lower spine stays on the mat. Keep our breath nice and strong. You also can bend through the knees if you need to. Exhale as we lower, inhale as we lift. Doing one more on either side. Drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Rocking from elbows to elbow, side to side. Taking a moment to breathe. And then coming back, extending legs up. Again, here you can keep knees bent or legs extended. Bringing hands underneath lower spine if you need slightly more support. And now we're going to lower both legs at the same time, exhaling as we lower. Inhaling as we lift. Trying to keep it nice and slow. Exhaling as we lower. Controlled here. Inhaling as we lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhale to lift. And one more, exhaling lower. Keep breathing, holding it here. Just hovering above the mat. And then when you're ready, drawing knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze, rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. Breathing nice and deeply here. Releasing our belly. Maybe taking a yawn. If you need to, releasing all the built up energy. Bringing our feet down towards the mat, feet hip width distance apart, walking them in towards our bum as much as we can. We're going to come through a bridge here. So pushing down through our heels, bringing our hands next to our hips. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to roll up through our spine, tucking our chin in towards our chest. Engaging our glutes, engaging our core. Taking a moment to breathe here. You're going to stay here for a little bit, so keep engaging your glutes, keep lifting. If you feel like you're sinking down towards the mat, just reigniting your glutes to lift yourself back up, keeping core nice and strong. Keeping our knees feeling like they're almost drawing together. And then when you're ready, rolling down through the mat, hugging knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze, rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. And then we're going to come through another one of those to bring our feet down towards the mat, hands down, inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll up. Now you can either stay here in your normal bridge, or what we're going to do is we're going to stabilize our core, stabilize our hips, and very slowly extending our right leg. Okay? Keeping our knees level, so don't lift this foot up too high. Keeping our knees level, engaging our glutes, making sure that this right hip is staying level with the left. And breathing here. Again, reignite your glutes if you need to stay lifted. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, bending through our right knee, bringing it down towards the mat, rolling down to the floor, drawing knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Taking a moment to breathe. Maybe rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side here. And then coming back to center, bring our feet down towards the mat, heels down towards the mat. Weight through our heels, hand next to our hips. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll up through our spine, engaging our glutes, engaging our core, stabilizing our trunk, stabilizing our torso. And then when you're ready, extending our left leg. Staying lifted, keeping those glutes engaged, keeping knees stacked. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, drawing left foot down towards the mat, rolling down through spine, knees in towards chest. Giving them a squeeze, maybe even drawing your head in towards your knees. Coming through a spinal twist here, we're going to extend our left leg as we draw our right knee across our body over towards the left-hand side, gazing over our right shoulder. Coming back through to center, drawing both knees in towards our chest, extending our right leg as we draw our left knee across our body over towards the right-hand side, gazing over our left shoulder. Coming back through to center, drawing both knees in towards our chest. Bring our hands behind our knees, rocking along the length of our spine a few times. And so we're ready to rock up into a seated position. We're going to come through some hip mobility here, so bring our feet as wide as our hips. Bring our hands behind our hips, behind our back, and we're just going to drop our knees from side to side. Opening up through our hips, feeling our hip mobility here. And then if it feels good for you, we're going to shift our weight forward, bring our hands to parallel heart center, and then again coming back, just shifting weight. Inhaling up, over towards the other side. So feeling your balance. If your hips are feeling a little bit tight today, keeping hands behind us. Okay, and then dropping over to the one side, and now we're going to lift up onto our shins. Lowering back down, over towards the other side, and lifting up onto our shins. Lowering back down, shifting up and over. Noticing if you shift around your mat, like I am. Lifting up to our shins, lowering back down, up and over towards the other side, and lifting up. Lowering back down, coming back to our center, rolling over our shins, coming up into our tabletop position, coming through our cat and cows, untucking tailbone, dropping belly to the earth, looking up, inhaling, and then tucking tailbone as you draw belly button to spine, exhaling. Inhaling up, exhaling as we push the floor away. Feeling the rippling through our spine. Feeling the connection with our spine and our core. Maybe close your eyes here, really tuning into your body, seeing how it feels today. And then coming back to center, coming through barrel roll, so taking our torso over to one side, pushing up and back, over towards the other side and down. Over towards the one side, back and up, over towards the other side and down. Let me just tighten this top so you can see my torso a little bit better. So keep circling. So taking your torso over towards one side, back and up, over towards the other. And then coming back to center, taking it over towards the other side, back and up, over towards the other side. And noticing where you're feeling stuck or tight in your body. Coming back to center, we're going to walk our hands forward, coming into our puppy dog stretch. Maybe bringing forehead to the mat, cheek or chin. Taking a moment to breathe. And then walking hands back underneath our shoulders, tucking our toes under, pushing our bum back and up, coming through our downward facing dog, pedaling out our ankles, finding some movement here. And then holding our downward facing dog, drawing our shoulder blades away, lengthening through the back of our body, taking a moment to breathe. And then when we're ready, walking our feet towards our hands, coming to the top of our mats, coming into a ragdoll, bending through knees, holding our opposite elbows, drawing our arms alongside our head, tucking chin in towards chest, swaying from side to side. Coming back to center, coming into a full forward fold, maybe pedaling through legs still, it can feel quite nice here, or just straightening legs. Then drawing hands up to the shins, lifting up into our halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling our arms above our head. Exhaling, drawing chest up towards the ceiling. Inhaling back up to center. Exhale as we swan dive down, forward fold, stepping our right foot back, left foot back into our plank. Lowering down into our knees, chest, chin, inhaling up either into baby cobra or cobra. In our cobra, gazing over the one shoulder and over the other shoulder, coming into a twist. Coming back to center, drawing chest forward as we lower. Tucking toes, scooching to knees, either pushing back into a child's pose or up into a downward facing dog. See what feels good here, taking a moment to breathe. And then lifting up into a downward facing dog. Shifting our weight over towards our left foot as we inhale our right foot up. Shifting our gaze forward, stepping right foot between hands. Left foot to meet right. Coming into a forward fold. Inhaling up into our halfway lift. Exhale as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling, arms above our head. Exhaling as we draw chest up towards the ceiling. Inhaling back up to center. Exhale as we swan dive down, forward fold, bringing our hands to the mat, stepping our left foot back, stepping our right foot back, coming back into our plank. Lowering down into our knees, chest, chin. Inhaling up either into baby cobra or cobra. Tucking elbows, drawing chest forward, shoulders away from ears here. And then drawing our chest forward as we lower. Tucking toes, scooting to knees, pushing back into a child's pose. Or up into a downward facing dog. Again, taking a moment to breathe. Shifting our weight over towards our right foot as we inhale our left foot up. Stepping our left foot between our hands. Right foot to meet left, coming into a forward fold. Inhaling up into our halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling arms above our head. Drawing chest up towards the ceiling. Inhaling back up to center. Bringing hands to prayer at heart center. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then from here we're going to shift our weight over towards our left foot as we draw our right knee in towards our chest, finding something to gaze at in front of you, at the wall in front of you, to help you maintain your balance here. Breathing nice and deeply. Shifting back through a warrior three, so we're going to, find your balance, sending torso forward, sending right foot back. Maybe hands come down to the mat. Maybe they stay prayer at heart center, out behind us or out in front of us. See what feels best for you. Finding a place on the floor to stare at just below your eye line. And then we're going to bend through our left knee a lot, bring our right foot down towards the mat, lifting up into our warrior one, interlacing our fingers, squaring hips all forward, taking a moment to breathe here, relaxing shoulders away from ears. Drawing our fingers up towards the ceiling as we shift our gaze up, keeping that bend in our left knee. Lifting back up to center, releasing our hands to our hips, straightening through our front leg as we're hinging from our hips, coming down into our pyramid. Maybe bring hands to thigh, shin or the mat, and then tucking chin in towards chest. Bending a lot through our left foot, bringing our hands to frame our left foot. We're going to shift our weight forward into our left foot as we open up our right leg, coming into a standing split. Taking a moment to breathe. Remember, if hip goes into cramp, just rolling right hip in, drawing it behind left knee. And then bending through our left foot, bringing right foot down towards the mat, coming into a lunge position, keeping right hand on the mat as we inhale, left arm up. Shifting our gaze past our left hand. Bring left hand down to frame left foot, stepping back into our plank. Lowering down into our knees, chest chin into baby cobra or cobra, or coming through our full chaturanga down into an up dog. Either coming back into a child's pose or up into a downward facing dog, taking a moment to breathe here. And then when we're ready, lifting back up into downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe here. Shifting our weight over towards our left foot as we inhale our right foot up. Shifting our gaze forward, stepping our right foot between our hands. Left foot to meet right. Coming into a forward fold. Inhaling up into our halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling arms above our head. Bringing hands to prayer at heart center, taking a moment to breathe. Shifting our weight over towards our right leg, finding somewhere to stare at the wall in front of you, drawing left knee in towards chest. Breathing nice and deeply here. And then when you're ready, coming through our warrior three. So finding something to gaze at. Slowly, slowly shifting left leg back, torso forward. Hands can come to the mat. They can come out behind us or out in front of us, or keeping them to prayer at heart center. Bending through our right knee, bringing our left foot down towards mat. Lifting up into our warrior one. Finding a stance that works for you. Hips forward. Tucking our tailbone slightly. Gazing over our fingers. Drawing our fingers up towards the ceiling, shifting our gaze up. Lifting back up to center, bringing our hands to our hips, straightening through our front leg, hinging from our hips as we lower down into our pyramid. Maybe keeping hands on hips, thigh, shin, or the mat, and then tucking chin in towards chest. Taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, bending a lot through our front foot, bringing hands to frame our, bending a lot through our front knee. Bringing hands to frame our right foot, shifting our weight into our right leg as we send our left leg high, coming into a standing split. Closing off that hip. Bring our left foot down to the back of our mat. Keeping left hand on the mat as we inhale, right arm up, coming into a twisting lunge. Shifting our gaze up past our left thumb, right thumb. Bringing our right hand down towards the mat, sitting back into our plank. Coming through our knees, chest, chin into baby cobra, or coming through our chaturanga down into an up dog. And then pushing back either into a child's pose or up into a downward facing dog for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, Lifting up into our downward facing dog. Shifting our weight over towards our right foot as we inhale our left foot up. Stepping our left foot between our hands, right foot to meet left. Coming into a forward fold. Inhaling up into a halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bringing hands to the mat. We're going to step back into our plank. Bring our left hand to the center of the mat, rolling over, opening up into a side plank. You can either come to a full side plank or supported. See what feels best for you. And then taking a moment to breathe here. And then finding our balance, we're going to lift up our top leg, allowing it to hover. Bending through that knee, stepping it out behind us, lifting our hips up towards the ceiling, coming into a wild thing. And then lifting back up to center, switching hands, bringing our right hand down towards the mat, extending our right leg out towards the left hand side, lifting up our left hand, coming into a fallen star. Bring left hand down towards the mat, stepping back into our plank, coming through a vinyasa of choice. And then again, either coming into child's pose or up into downward facing dog, taking a moment to breathe. And then from here, from our downward facing dog, we're going to ripple through to our plank, bring our right hand to the center of our mat, rolling over our feet, lifting up into a plank. Side plank. Remember, you can always drop that bottom knee for a little bit more support if you need. Making sure that elbow, wrist and hand are all stacked so we feel nice and stable here. Finding our balance, we're going to lift up our left leg, allowing it to hover, engaging our core. Stepping that foot out behind us, lifting our hips up towards the ceiling, taking left arm up and overhead, coming into our wild thing. And then leading, bringing left hand down towards the mat, extending left leg through towards the right hand side, lifting right arm up, coming into a falling star. Bringing right hand down towards the mat, stepping back into our plank, coming through a vinyasa of choice. Either coming in to a child's pose or into a downward facing dog, taking a moment to breathe. And then when we're ready, sitting up onto our haunches, taking our bum to one side, legs out in front of us. Coming through a seated forward fold, keeping our legs nice and long, inhaling arms up. Exhaling as we fold forward, tucking chin in towards chest. Taking a moment to breathe. Inhaling back up to center, bring the soles of our feet together, coming into a diamond, inhaling arms up, melting forward, tucking chin in towards chest. Inhaling back up to center, shifting ourselves down our mat. We're going to extend our arms out, rolling down through our spine. Coming down to lie on our mat, drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze, rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. Coming back to center, bringing our arms out into a T shape, dropping both knees over towards the left hand side, gazing over our right shoulder. Taking a moment to breathe. Drawing our knees back up to center, dropping them over towards the other side, gazing over our opposite shoulder, taking a moment to breathe. Drawing knees back up to center, giving them a squeeze. We're going to cross right leg over left leg, dropping our knees over towards the left hand side, gazing over our right shoulder. And then drawing our knees back up to center and crossing left leg over right, dropping knees over towards the right hand side, gazing over our left shoulder. Coming back up to center, drawing knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Bringing our hands between our knees, holding onto the outside of our feet, drawing our feet up towards the ceiling. And then releasing our feet, hugging knees in towards our chest. Extending our feet along our mat, coming to lie on our mat. Maybe bringing one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Maybe bringing hands down towards the ground for receiving. For grounding. Or up towards the ceiling for receiving. See what feels good for you today. Bringing hands to body. Taking a moment to notice how your body feels. Noticing if you listened to your body throughout your practice today and honored what it needed. Maybe you didn't. That's also okay. Noticing our breath and how the air flows. And then releasing that. Finding our stillness here. Bring our awareness back to our breath, back to our body. Wiggling into our fingers and into our toes. Inhaling our arms above our head, coming to a full body stretch. Drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Taking a moment to thank our body. Rolling onto whichever side best serves you, coming into the fetal position for a moment. Using our top hand to push us up into a seated position. Maybe bring our hands to bread heart center or hands to our knees. May the long-time sun shine upon you, may all love surround you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Sat Nam.